everybody, this is Phantom T-Mac. We are going to be starting a new game series today, Penumbra. Now, this game's been out for a little while. It's one of those games, as usual, that I've been meaning to play, haven't gotten around to it. But I don't know too much about it other than what I read on the Steam store description page. So, I know it's a survival horror game with puzzles. And so, I'm really excited to start this game. I'm ready to get spooked. I'm ready to have to use my mind. So we're just gonna jump right into it. We're gonna do normal. We are not bad at action games. We've been around the block a few times. You'll have to let me know if the game audio's too loud or not. The way that you adjust is kind of weird.
I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it. So when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor. Of course, I went, as he knew I would.
What is in the safety deposit box?
Despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time. My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me. The university I taught at was world-renowned for two things: physics and linguistics.
Two things I'm bad at.
I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland.
Uncharted 5.
It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
Alright. So what was it that our father left? Finally, we're almost docked. I'd better stow my gear. I may be far from home, but chances are I can still pick things up using left mouse, and I can take a closer look at things using right mouse. Alright, good to know. So, can I pick up this map, then? Our cursor's in eyeball. Not sure how I feel about that. I'm certain this map's a good decade or so out of date, but landmarks don't change much in Greenland, so I've got plenty decent idea of where I'm heading. Pretty decent idea. Alright. What do we got here? Always good to have a notebook to jot down interesting information or reminders. Alright, so N for notes. We got nothing there. Nothing there. P for reminders. Alright. Alright, so I'm guessing the reminders is just the to-do list then. We got some... I think I left my torch in the desk drawer next to the bed. It can be opened using my left mouse on it, holding the button down and moving the mouse. Alright. Can we drink this Jack Daniels? Please? Whiskey. Empty. Shame. No! This would have been so much more fun with that. What we got here? Some soup. It's gonna take a little bit to get used to. It's, I feel like I'm holding it a whole 10 feet in front of me. Can't open the locker. Always travel with the padlock and the key. Preferably mine is in the inventory. So, tab. Guessing that's this. Wonder what this battery's all about. So I'm guessing... So this is our HP then. So this is probably how we tell if we're about to die or not. But what's the battery for? Flashlight, maybe? He did mention a torch. Now how do we use the key? Put it in the 1. Will that do it? The crew seemed friendly enough, but just in case I locked up my valuables, I'm pretty sure the key's in my inventory somewhere. Once I found it, double-clicking the left mouse button should get it selected. Then I can press interact on the padlock to unlock it. Ooh! Oh, wrong button. Alright. Double-click it then. There we go. This is very adventure game-ish. Could come in handy if the torch runs out of batteries. I should be able to access it through my inventory or with the shortcut key G. Alright, so that must be a battery then that we just got. What's up here? Some extra batteries, alright. I'm getting flashbacks of Outlast, collecting batteries. What's in the bag? Can we open the bag? Put it on the table. Oh, no, you're not getting away from me. It's a rickety wooden desk. I can get the drawer open if I just hold the interact button and I'll drag with the mouse. Okay, but I was trying to see what was in the bag. Is there not a way to open it? What do we got here? Our torch? Flashlight switches on and off via the inventory tab, or hopefully with the shortcut key F. Oops. I keep doing that. I keep wanting to hit escape to exit dialog boxes. Alright, let's test this out just really quickly so we don't waste batteries. Ooh, that is a powerful flashlight. That'll be nice. What do we got in here? Dearest Eric, just a quick note before you set sail and leave me once again. I've left you a little something to remember me by in the chest at the foot of your bed. I really don't know why you still only have one bed on board. Taking shifts because of it is no way to get yourself rest. But what does a fisherman's wife know of life at sea? Okay, so this is our wife. I'll be praying every night for you to make the catch you need, so that you can come home to me safely and soon. Please don't be gone for 5 weeks like last time. I know I might nag sometimes, but I do love you, you know. Oh, we have a loving wife. I've washed those overalls of yours. I know you'll get them covered in assorted fish parts in no time, but I still feel better knowing they've had a wash. Before I forget, the Henriksons in the village have asked me to see if you'll be coming by any trout. But I said they were mostly out of season. If you do happen upon any, don't say anything. Stow them well in the ice, and you'll do something special with them to celebrate when you come home to me. The ship's captain deserves a little special treatment. Take care, my love. Well, that was nice. Oh, and that got added to our notes. Cool. So we're going to have to really pay attention to make sure that we collect as many notes as possible. Can we sleep? Pretty odorous. Glad I'm getting out of here soon. They must eat and sleep and, well, do everything else in this one room for weeks at a time. Gross. Oop, I keep doing that. So the bed's gotta smell like fish by now. That is not pleasant. Can we just take this empty whiskey bottle with us? Fill it up somewhere? Maybe get us some water? Alright. I think we got everything we needed in there. As I stepped off the boat, setting out into the blizzard that formed around me, I realized how utterly devoted I'd been to the discovery of my father's past. I had no idea what to expect. Soon enough, my concerns were justified. I don't know whether I lost my orientation or my spirit first, but I lost feeling in my extremities soon after. TMI. And knew hypothermia was setting in. I started looking for shelter. Alright. Oh wow, that looks cold. So cold, don't know where I am. Need shelter soon. Alright. This, they're just throwing me right out into it. My entire head went numb a long time ago, but I can still hear the wind roaring past. Or is that some kind of animal in the distance? Oh, I really hope it's not the latter. Oh, crap. Does this count as shelter? What? I don't care. I need shelter. Looks frozen shut. Need something to break in. Okay, we need... Do we have anything on us? I don't think our flashlight could break in. Anything behind these barrels? Do we have any, like, thing to start a fire with? I feel like we're gonna die already. Can't grab any of these stuff. What's in our inventory? Okay, so this is a glow stick. Okay. I doubt that's gonna help, but... Good scientist always keeps a pen, padlock. Okay, but what can we use to... What can we use to thaw this? Frozen solid must break ice. Alright, I get it. We gotta find something to break the ice with. Ah, bless me. Gesundheit. Sorry about that. Alright, so what do we got? A rock? Can we use a rock? If I click and hold the interact button left mouse, I should be able to manage to pick up that rock. The cold's made me weak, but I can still throw things using the examine button. Alright, that's good to know. Oop, I gotta hold down the grab button. This game is definitely taking a learning curve. I don't know how long we can stay out here. If I use interact mode, I can swing the stone more accurately. Alright, what's interact mode? I'm pressing R, but it didn't do anything. Oh, there we go. It just makes me stop. Alright, there we go. I hope to God it's not frozen inside as well. So weak, but if I just use the interact mode, I should be able to turn that wheel a bit easier. Alright. Okay. No, I was turning it the wrong way. Lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Alright, can we open it now? Get in the hole! Alright, we're already pros at this game, guys. Frozen. Now, what kind of mess are we getting ourselves into is the real question. Hello? Who's there? Who's whispering to me? Jesus, my head. I can't believe I fell that far and survived. Although looking around, maybe I didn't. What is this place? Was there not a ladder? Oh, it looks like it broke. Did we do that? Did we break the ladder? Anything in the barrel? Looks like we can take it with us. Alright, Mr. Barrel, you're coming with me. Can we use it to climb up onto something? Weapon, perhaps? Maybe? Do we get to fight back in this game? How is that going to work? Okay, sorry. Just thought I'd try. It's stuck. There must be something in the way. Alright, so I'm guessing we have to get to the other side of the door somehow. So let's go this way. It looks like a flare. Alright. What do we got here? Something I can't pick up. Can I open it? Eat some military rations? A hammer. Let's see. I can swing the hammer if I hold left mouse. I can make a backswing by pulling the mouse right. And then follow through by pushing left. The opposite works too. Pulling back and then thrusting forward produces. Okay. I reckon if I hold down the right mouse button after the backswing, I should be able to look around. Alright. So it looks like there might be some combat in this game. Albeit maybe clunky. I'm not sure yet. Alright. That's gonna take a little bit to get used to. What do we got here? Empty boxes of ammunition. What is this place? If I had to take a guess, I would say an old military bunker, perhaps? Or perhaps I've been playing too much Fallout. Can we break something with this hammer now? Perhaps these boards back here? No? Alright. A metal shelf. Cool. A metal shelf that is in our way. It's a more proper description. Alright, door. You're gonna open for me, aren't you? Gonna be a nice door and open for me. There's gotta be a reason that we got this hammer. The only problem is it's so dark. Oh, we have a flashlight. Duh. Please, Mr. Shelf, I need you out of my way. I need to get through here. Wooden shelf slowly falling apart. So can we break it then? I'm just gonna keep on swinging at it, right? No? Can we start it on fire somehow using that flare? Could be a handy light source. I'd rather not try that right now, just in case that's not the right answer. Alright, Mr. Shelf. What are we going to do with you? Perhaps I can throw stuff at you. It's a 24-hour ration pack, long past its sell-by date. Yeah, but aren't rations supposed to last a long time? How long has this bunker been left alone? Okay, so I'm pretty sure I just wasted this flare. I was hoping that I could use it to burn this down. Anything hidden behind it? Please let me pick you up. Please. Oh, well, I broke the boards, but I still can't get back there. Can I unequip the hammer somehow? Yes. Alright, let's move this drawer out of the, or this shelf out of the way. There we go. Okay. We just had to put the hammer away. Alright, why do I feel like this is not the best idea that our character has ever had? So, where does this go? Back towards where we came? Anything interesting over here? No, looks like it's just a circle. Just loops back around. Alright. Decisions. So, no. No, thank you. What's this? Looks like some kind of industrial mechanism, although there's a hole in the center and no way to operate. Do we need a crank? Do we need to find a crank? Will that help us down into that hole? Do we want to go down there after we just heard all that banging? I don't know if it's such a great idea. I have a feeling that we don't want to waste any more flares after that last one. Do we take these sardines? Oh, wait, we're just back here again. Okay, so we just opened that door from earlier. So, is there some sort of crank that I need to grab? What do we got here? Emergency exit procedures. Alright, that's nothing important. I should have known that the rusty old ladder wouldn't hold my weight, but I didn't have any choice. I'd rather die down here than suffer that cold any longer. I don't know, you might be changing your mind in a little while, I have a feeling. Just to reiterate, I have not played this game, so everything that I say is completely speculation. Alright, anything hidden behind these barrels that I need? Anything at all? No. Alright, so did we miss something in this other room? Was there a crank just laying there that we needed? I don't know why I'm just assuming that's what we're looking for, but it seems to be the most obvious thing for this kind of a hole. Oh, our flare's running out. Hatch is seriously solid. It won't open by hand. Someone obviously wanted to keep people out or in. I don't like the sound of that. Alright, I don't want to waste my flashlight, but it is very dark in here. Alright, so what was the purpose of opening up this door again? Alright, we got another flare. Cool. Take that. But what can we use to get into that area? Can we take something off the door? Probably not. Mr. Barrel, do you hold the answers we seek? What about a hammer? Can we just stick our hammer in there? Looks like some kind of... Okay, we already read that. Alright, let's go back in here. Perhaps we missed something in here. Come on, let me do the Half-Life jump crouch. No? Okay. Why is everything turning blue? I did not like that. Alright. Something curious about this cave. So how does this keep on... What's over here then? We've not... No, this is where we came from. So wait, what's up here? I totally did not see this area the first time around. Alright, that just leads back there. This is super trippy. I'm not really sure how this all works. So this goes up and around. But there's nothing in this cavern for me to use, it looks like. It just leads us back in here. Alright, what do we got here? We got our glow stick. We got a steel rod. Probably have to use that. There we go. I don't know why I was looking for a crank this whole time. Okay, I do not like that it keeps flashing blue like that. Does it not like us crouching? Oh, there we go. Alright. I'm not sure if I want to go down here, but... Onwards to victory. Whatever I was descending into, it was 100 feet below ground, protected by 2 solid metal hatches located in a remote Arctic wilderness and buried beneath the snow. I didn't know what to expect, but it made me feel something I hadn't felt since I was a child. I'd never given it much thought before, but I realized that our entire society is a network of safety nets, emergency services at the end of a phone line, health and safety in the workplace, friends, family, lovers, all there if something goes wrong. Part of a carefully designed structure to prevent all but the most mundane of emotions. Once again, I felt like I did when I was in school, surrounded by a closing ring of older kids, knowing anyone that might help me, friends, parents, teachers, were too scared or too far away. Oh, were we bullied as kids? That's not cool. Bullying is not cool. Cyber or otherwise. Alright, he jotted something down in his notes. Let's see. Nope, that's what we collected, so to-do list. There could be anything living down here. Heroics are for Hollywood actors and fairy tales. I'm not taking any chances. If I face off against anything down here, I won't last a second. Caution and stealth are my only defenses now. Alright, are they warning me that we're going to be running into stuff now? Because I don't know if I'm ready for that just yet. Okay. If anyone or anything hears me, I'd be best off staying low and out of sight until I know whether or not it's a threat. Crouching by pressing left control will give me the chance to hide in the shadows. I'll know I've got it right because of the blue tint to my vision. Okay, so that makes sense. So that tells me that I'm crouching. I was wondering what that was. Plus, I should be quiet enough that I won't be heard unless something's right on top of me. Better remember to shut off my light sources, though. Okay. I have a feeling that we are going to be running into stuff. My best bet is to hide for a couple of seconds or so, perfectly still. That'll make me properly hit it. Are there already things looking for me? Like that, I'll be virtually invisible, and after some time, I should get my night vision back, provided I stay still. So this blue is my quote-unquote night vision. Alright. So as long as I stay still in the crouch position, I should be able to see easier. This place must be old if they were still using perf and lamps. Looks like there's still some juice left. Can we take it? Is this turning into amnesia now? Perhaps not. Alright. What do we got here? A map. So we are right where that red circle is. So the real question is, do we want to head towards the office first or the storage area first? I feel like the office is closest, so let's go over there. Very quietly. I don't want to run into anything, that is for sure. I mean, this is an old abandoned military bunker, so why is my character so concerned about running into creepy things? Has he played this game before? Alright. Let's see what the office has in store for me. Can we throw rocks at enemies? Is that an option? Perhaps. Maybe that'll slow them down. I know from the description it sounds like it's one of those horror games where you're best running instead of fighting. So I don't think I'm going to be trying to fight back as much. Alright. So when my cursor turns into... Oh, I thought it was a journal at first. It's a door. Okay, that confused me. I was wondering why it was turning into a picture of a book. So much history in this place, tied up in words and left to decompose. Alright, we can probably stop crouching now. Can we type something? This typewriter dates back even further than the war, made in Germany in 1923. So this war bunker was before World War II and the Cold War, so it's been around a little while. Beef jerky, alright. Will that help us restore health? Or is it going to be like Silent Hill 3 where we have to use it to distract dogs? Alright, another flare. Rotting wooden shelves must be the added moisture from that grate. This whole room is putrefying. I have not noticed a grate yet. Locked, I need a key. Alright, will it be in one of these filing cabinets? Not in that one. Cabinet number 2. Nope. Alright, how about this one? Alright, what do we got here? Painkillers, okay. Is that like a small health boost then? Is that what that is? Or maybe it raises our defense? More jerky. Alright, they's gotta have some description. Well, I'd prefer a first aid kit, but at least if I'm injured, I can grin it and bear it. Alright, so this must be like the smallest health recovery item in the game. Beef jerky, not without aroma. Alright. So again, is this a health item, or is this like Silent Hill 3? Are we going to be using it for enemies? I'm not sure. Alright, what do we got here? A jar of Baxtrin. Bottle of Baxtrin might come in handy. Okay. Is it flammable? I'm not very familiar with that chemical. 15th of August, 1945. Command Bunker. Emergency Airstrip Zulu. Weekly report. Another unremarkable week in Greenland. Regular supply shipment received. Oh, I forgot we were in Greenland. So, maybe, I'm not sure what kind of wars were going on in the 1940s in Greenland. Standard emergency drills carried out. Routine runway maintenance completed. I have ordered maintenance to be carried out twice weekly from here on in due to increased snowfall. 1 wounded. The 1 wounded figure is no cause for concern back in London. The Germans haven't extended their front line by 4,000 miles. 2 of my men were caught manufacturing cherry bombs in our workshop's armory and succeeded in blowing off a couple of fingers. I take partial responsibility for this, in that I allowed them access to the demolitions manual we kept in the storeroom. And I'm sure that's where they learned the ingredients. As a precautionary measure, I have now locked up that manual in the chest in my office. I'm guessing that's that locked chest that we were just looking at. And will keep the key on my person at all times. Oh great, now how are we supposed to find it? Needless to say, both men have been disciplined, and the injured man has been sent home for medical care. I cannot help but think that a more suitable punishment would have been for him to stay out here, but the matter is out of my hands. This base is so disconnected sometimes, I feel as if the war could end, and we might not even hear about it out here. Supplies requisition order. Dynamite for excavation purposes, 7 bayonets, not necessary in my opinion. For procedure states we should have a full complement. 1 industrial ice pack for removing the ice that forms on the external hatch. Yeah, that was annoying. You could always just use rocks, though. 1 pair of reading glasses, category 7C. In order for myself, my glasses are in rather poor state of repair and could do with replacing. Reconditioning of the mine continues to progress. The structure is being fortified from potential bomb damage, and excavation of previously caved-in areas is going ahead. 1 point of curiosity is some kind of archaeological find, an artifact buried in the earth, and discovered by one of the work teams. Later this evening after martial duty, I should take a closer look at the artifact. It appears to be man-made, may have working parts inside. I shall remove what looks like the front cover and see if I can't discover the source of light, which constantly emanates from it. Chief NCO M. Major. Alright. A lot of information there. So, now I'm starting to wonder, is this World War II? They were talking about the Germans. I am not a history buff, so please, if I'm like way off, I apologize. Okay. So he said that the key was on his person, so I'm wondering if we're looking for a corpse or if there's gonna be something lurking about holding it. Either way, I'm not excited to find out. Is this a save point? What is this? A man, an old man, clutching something unseen. He is strange, and yet he is no stranger. Never seen before. Still I know. This man before me is Howard. I call him father. Okay. What just happened? I don't know if that was such a good idea. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. It's a picture of a British platoon. It must date back to World War II. I suppose this mine was converted into some kind of bunker. Okay, that's what I thought. So I was right. This is World War II era. So the typewriter's a lot older than that, but they must have just brought it down here then. Or maybe it was in the mining tunnel before the war. Alright. Well, we are just about at 30 minutes, so the people watching on YouTube, we will see you in the next part as we explore this mine/bunker a little bit more in depth. Hopefully we can find that key. See you then.